good morning and welcome to what is the end of what has been quite a peculiar summer for most, but in reality is treated most people fairly well, apart from just middle class grumblings. But for the majority of us, we just want to find a way to sound like we have been a victim of all of this. My holiday's been cancelled, etc. Now, the background for this video should have been a lovely ride to the Norfolk coast on a sunny day just a week ago. However, by the time I got around to doing my intro and the video thereafter, the lens looks like this. Good day to thee and welcome to this rather flat part of the country, and my personal theory about it being the end of summer is quite a cold day where everyone's had to stay in the country. They would have already done all their internal excursions to the seaside, that sort of thing. It won't be that busy. Yeah. So instead, let's just sheer countryside instead. But anyway, it doesn't really matter where I am, because the purpose of this video is just a little bit of monologue about a thing I bought recently, whilst also managing to ram some... what are you? Squirrel! Whilst also managing to ram in some video clips of me doing things that I want to show you in vanity. Anyway, as you may or may not be able to tell by the audio difference, I do have a new helmet. Exciting stuff, I know you care very much about that sort of thing. But an interesting quirk is that when I came to buy a dark visor for it, it had an alternative option that I'd not seen before. That being a road legal day and night Iridium Visor. It seems only to be an option that Shark offer on a variety of their helmets. As someone who always gets a heavily tinted visor, I thought if this does a similar job to a dark visor, but is also usable on the road in all conditions and not have to worry about cloud, rain, darkness, etc. Yeah, that was that. But when I came to trying to find any information about it as to what it actually is beyond a visor that you can use day and night that's got a iridium tint on it, couldn't find anything. So hopefully this video can serve as a little bit of a guide as to anyone who's thinking of buying one to figure out what it actually is. On the Norfolk ride, it did have a forward-facing camera looking back at me, but of course all the primary video angles for that video weren't really usable. But I'm going to still splice in the forward-facing looking shots anyway. Just get it out of your head that it's Norfolk in the background unless they're out front. First, what is it? It is a clear visor. It's simple as that really. You unbox it, take it out the packet, and you think, hang on, they sent me a clear visor. And it's only when you get into a room with strong lighting or hold it up at the right angle you can see, oh hang on, no, it is tinted. The reason I say it's a clear visor though is that looking at it from the inside out, regardless of whether it's night or day or bright or dark outside, it looks like a clear visor. It is not a reactive visor that you see on some manufacturers with their transitions technology, and it is not at all any form of Iridium visor. For anyone who's ever used one or has some sunglasses with some reflective lenses in, that's how I know about it. Yeah, they're not good at all if you go into any form of darkness, be it under trees, in a tunnel. So thankfully, it's not one of them. But it does have the look. When it's bright outside, or even cloudy, but when it's daylight outside, it looks good. It's not at all a tinted visor. Frankly, I've done some recent back-to-back comparisons with my old helmet, so I know what a tinted visor looks like. Because fortunately, recently, I was at the LammyIOW event down in London again, taking place later in the year from its first original date for obvious reasons, but still went ahead in August, and during that time I used my old helmet with the dark visor all times. Here's a little highlights reel of what I was trying to look at. I'm just going to swap bikes at Bars event. Okay. Yeah, not quite sure how much that's telling you about visor stuff, but in other news, that was just as fun as it always was. Ripping around on inappropriate bikes, and also trying not to crash too heavily into other people on significantly lighter bikes during football. But I did use a dark visor all that time. I think the only time I didn't use the dark visor, I just took it off the helmet, put it to the side, was during the last stage of the football, which as you can see was getting pretty after dark. And it's clear to see, looking from the inside out, this is a clear visor, nothing like the dark visor I was using. Of course, with this helmet and many others with their drop-down visors, not a problem when it does get too bright outside, so long as you can put up with the steaming issue that drop-down has that a Pinlock's visor does not. A bit of anti-tan just shampoo or fairy liquid normally does the job, but what about looking in from the outside? Well, as you can see from the small onboard clips, it looks like an Iridium Visor quite a lot of the time. To make it look like that, drop down visor is down. Essentially you've got to make it as dark as possible behind the visor, and it'll look like a mirrored visor. Not as strong, never look as strong as a proper full-on Iridium, but it does look pretty decent. There is a markable change if you lift up the drop down visor, as you'll be able to see. My eyes! However, the couple of times I've had a camera pointed at me over the last month or so, I'm surprised how little mirrored it looks in the cameras. I don't know if that's whether it's down to camera settings or not. Jump! Yeah! What I'll do is show you this video that doesn't really add to your understanding much, but it certainly makes me feel like I can get my street cred up. Onboard track day footage, just in editing. All I need to tell you from that is have a look how light it was outside. Blazing sunshine and 34 degrees. Lovely. Yet, look at the photo of the photographer to me. Almost looks like I'm wearing a clear visor. You can see the drop down inside as well as the little sort of bits of skin, face skin around the edge. The change as you can see from the onboard camera, it's looking pretty good. Long story short, look from the inside out, it's no different to a clear visor. Look from the outside in, play your cards right, you can make it look pretty cool. Anyway, I think that's all there is to say about visors, Editing track day, the LammyIOW, and a trip to Norfolk. Of course, if the Norfolk footage was any good, we'll be finishing off the video by making a nice way through the Norfolk coast countryside to the sea, and it'll look lovely. But of course, unless you want to look at this all day, then it's going to happen. I don't know, I guess I have to finish it here. Oh well, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Till then, goodbye.